What's up, fight fans? This is JD of BVTV News with a quick news update. Y'all know I got to give y'all the latest and greatest news in the sport of boxing. And with that being said, man, let's talk about one of the great fights that happened about a week ago, across the pond over in Ireland. And, a lot of people were paying attention to Vasily Lomachenko versus Devin and Dream Haney over in America, and rightfully so. But over in Ireland, there was an excellent bout between two magnificent ladies in the sport of boxing, and that being Chantelle Cameron and Katie Taylor. Now, of course, this was, two undefeated women going at it, for Chantelle Cameron's titles of her division. They both never had a loss on their resume, and it was a very, very great fight. And by my estimation, it definitely deserves to be voted as a Fight of the Year candidate once we get down to the end of 2023. So I would highly recommend for all that sat and tuned in to Haney versus Loma to go back on DAZN and rewatch Katie Taylor versus Chantelle Cameron. Now, if you remember with Katie Taylor, she was supposed to be lining up with Amanda Serrano for a mega rematch of that record-breaking Madison Square Garden bout between the two of them that broke numbers for women's boxing. But unfortunately, Amanda Serrano suffered an injury that put things on pause. Katie Taylor did not want, to put her homecoming bout on the back burner, so she went ahead with another major bout. You got to tip, your captain, Katie Taylor, for daring to be great. And now she went up a division, because remember, with Amanda Serrano, Amanda went up a couple divisions to face off against Katie Taylor. So it's only right that, if you allow Amanda Serrano to come up to your division and have to jump up and wait to face you, it's only right that you be willing to do the same thing to make another mega fight with another woman in the sport of boxing. And that's exactly what Katie Taylor did with Chantelle Cameron. Now, it was an excellent fight that saw Chantelle Cameron end up being the stronger opponent. At times she was backing up Katie Taylor. At times she was laying a lot of lumber on Katie Taylor. Now, in true Katie fashion, she had her rallies with those 3 and 4 punch combinations. You know that nobody does that better than Katie Taylor, where, she will rally off 3, 4, and 5 punches at one time in a combo. And so you can imagine that, in that fight, when she would rally off those combinations, the crowd was going wild, and, every time that happened, you heard a huge roar in her backyard. But salute to Chantelle Cameron, because she proved to be a magnificent fighter, backing Katie Taylor up, hitting her with hard shots that at times really had Katie Taylor not willing to move forward. So, Chantelle Cameron talked about in the lead up to the bout, and she talked about in the post-fight press conference how she was a little fearful that going into Katie Taylor's backyard that she was not going to get a fair decision if it was going to be a close fight. And she actually ended up getting the judges to side with her overall on the scorecards. Now, there was one judge who had it a draw, but the other 2 judges did tip it to Cameron. So, salute to Chantelle Cameron for going into Katie Taylor's backyard and knocking her off and giving her her first loss of her career. Now, there has been talk, next for Katie Taylor of would she possibly go into a rematch with Cameron? Cameron at this point said that she'd rather go down to Katie Taylor's division and face off for her titles, which makes perfect sense. At a certain point, it's almost like the Canelo Alvarez versus Dimitri Bivol situation, right? Canelo was able to go up and face off for, Bivol's belts. Now, Bivol won. Why would he give, Canelo another opportunity to come back and face off for his belt? So it's the same thing with Chantelle Cameron. So it makes perfect sense for her to say that, she's not going to give Katie Taylor another opportunity to come get her belt again. Instead, how about I go down a division and we do it for your title? So nevertheless, man, I suggest everybody go back, rewatch that bout. It was an excellent women's fight, man. Salute to Amanda Serrano as well, as she will be returning to the ring in August on that Jake Paul card. So Amanda Serrano is trying to go for undisputed So salute to a lot of the women in boxing who are doing big things. Also, you got Clarissa Shields, who's making her homecoming, to Detroit, Michigan at the Little Caesars Arena, facing off against Cornejo, since they had to replace Hannah Gabriels. But women are doing big things in boxing, man. Salute to all that continue to support women's boxing. Salute to Chantelle Cameron on the big victory and being the first woman to knock off pound for pound great Katie Taylor. With that being said, man, let us know what you think in the comments about what should be next for, a lot of the women in the sport like Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, and Chantelle Cameron. What should be, the next move for all of them? Should we get a Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano again once Amanda gets past her August fight? Or would you want to see Katie give Chantelle Cameron an opportunity to take her straps and let Chantelle Cameron come down? So let us know what you think in the comments. Until next time, man, this is JD of BVTV News. Always giving y'all the latest and greatest news in the sport of boxing. Till next time, I'm out.